Rihanna, I was reading an interview I think you did around the time of Good Girl Gone Bad, which was a while ago now, saying you wanted to take some time out to make a movie. So obviously this has been something that you've been wanting to do for a while.
Yes, it has been something we've been working on for a long time, but never did the right part come up. And I met with Pete. I didn't even really know much about the part. I didn't even know the meeting I was going into. I was supposed to meet with my manager, and she got there really late. So I walked in, and I'm like, is Krista here? And they're like, no, but he walked right out. And then I walked in, he's talking like, yeah, so these are like thugs, and he's pointing at these little characters, the alien characters, and they're the little demos of them. And there are tons of them and tons of pictures all over the room, and I'm just like, okay, dying laughing. Every time he says this is a thug, I'm like cracking up. I have no idea what he's talking about. Not until the end of the meeting did I realize that he was the director of the film and what the film was about. And then, he had me in there like, say motherfucker, say, I'm gonna get you motherfucker. So he just had me saying the craziest stuff right on the spot. And then he was like, yeah, I think you're perfect. And then that's how it went down. I got the script and I loved it.
And Rihanna, could you tell me about working with, I think her name is Jackie, is it Jacqueline, your
Yes.
trainer?
Yes.
Because, you became quite close friends, I think.
Yes, she's in the Navy and she's actually a weapons officer. So she is the real life Rakes. So I hung out with her a lot. I spent a lot of time with her in Hawaii, hanging out, listening to her iPod, watching her body language, and she taught me a lot about weapons and how to handle them, and she taught me a lot about drills and how to do the right salute, and she was definitely there coaxing me along the way. I just wanted to embody her attitude and her character. She's very tough, intimidating girl, but she's beautiful. Like, you would never think that.
Well, she described you as a natural badass, so
Really?
I guess that's a compliment.
That's good, because she's a real badass.
How was the physical training when someone was shouting at you? How did you react? Because you're not used to someone shouting
Yes,
at you,
I
I
did
guess.
some personal training of my own before we got to set, and I did a lot of training with a real soldier, and he definitely was scary. Like, he got in my face. He trained me though, but he really got me to the emotional place that I could feel what it took to get where this character was. It wasn't surface. There was a lot more depth to it. I was a lot more connected to the character when I went to play the part because of the training. It was intense, but it was necessary. Not quitting on the film, quitting on the training, absolutely. Like, every minute of the training, I was thinking about quitting. I was like, I need to get this guy out of my hotel room. Like, seriously? He cannot be yelling at me like this in my room. This is scary. He hated anything. When he would come around, I would hide my pink iPod. I would hide all my heels. I felt guilty shopping when I was training for this film. Like, he really messed my head up. But it was good.
You said earlier that you'd been wanting to make a film for a while. Did this experience live up to your expectations? Is it now something you want to repeat?
Beyond my expectations. It definitely was a great way for me to get my feet wet. I mean, it was such a big film, and it was scary to even get involved, knowing that, because it's my first film. But Peter, he was very, very good at calming my nerves. His energy definitely filters through the set, through the crew, through the cast, and you feel comfortable. Before you know it, you're saying lines that weren't even in the script. On my first day, I had like 12 lines that I never was prepared for, but he threw me into it like that. You don't even think about it, really. And it was incredible. It was an incredible experience, so I'm looking forward to doing more films for sure.
Could you compare how were your nerves coming on set compared to when you usually go on stage and perform in front of live audience?
There's no comparison. Like, I cannot even compare the two. I'm way more familiar with going on stage. I still get nervous every time, but the fear of the unknown is indescribable. Like, I had no idea what I was getting into, and I didn't know what to expect. It was a huge set, so many people, all these huge crane cameras, and I mean, it was scary. It was really scary. And then there was little me trying to get through everything, just hoping that they don't call me today. And right away it was like, boom, you're up. And you have lines. Say this. Mr. Peter Berg. For you. It was awesome. He was really good at just chopping that. I had no time to think about it.